Free golden birds for War Thunder. Inspect the app in the description below.
The 10 key rules to destroying a Panzer. Rule 1. Always play the defensive. The German is an aggressive creature by nature, thus their favorite word, blitzkrieg, which in English translates to lightning war. Yeah, well, we the British have our own saying, Adolf, and it's called trench war, a doctrine of stalemate and attrition. It worked very well last time, and we're sure it's still viable. So if you suspect that German armor is at play, begin fashioning an extension to the Maginot Line immediately. Also make sure to bolster your defenses against flanking German tanks by deploying next to some kind of impassable ground, like a forest. Hang on a second. What's that? Tanks? Driving straight through our impassable dense woodland forest? The bastards have gone straight around us. Now that is nothing but a shabby German trick and a scandalous breach of the gentleman's agreement of battle. Right. If Rule 1 doesn't go according to plan, and Parisian bakeries start selling sausages for breakfast, Rule 2 recommends that you tactically reposition your forces behind a body of water. Ugh. How about Rule 2 recommends that you tactically reposition your forces behind a bloody large body of water? Yes, go right ahead and stick the entire English Channel between you and the offending German tank. I'd like to see them swim that and live. I mean, we wouldn't even have to shoot at them. It'd be quicker to drink a pint of it. Now the chances are, if you're a British commander, you'll never actually have to deploy Rule 3, as its primary use is for combating the enemy once they're upon our shores. So as unlikely as it is to happen, if the Germans ever did manage to land their tanks in, say, Dover, Rule 3 states that you should hinder the enemy's progress by any means necessary. We recommend you erect impenetrable roadblocks in the road. This work can be done with any selection of household items. I'd like to see Rommel make his way through that lot. Or, if the enemy were foolishly attempting to make a headless charge for London, you could also try changing local road signs to throw the enemy off the scent.
Das muss wohl Glasgow sein. Wir werden Luftunterstützung benötigen.
Now, it's true that recent German blind luck tank designs can be stubborn, but with the latest in British armoured doctrine, such overweight lumbering German tractors such as the Panzer Mark 6 Tiger can be easily overcome. We found that the trick is to overwhelm and pin down your target using Rule 4. Always volley fire. Which is why in the tank battles for North Africa, we've adopted the brand new American M3 medium tank. It has 2, yes, count them, 2 guns. This untold firepower, coupled with this vehicle's low-slung silhouette, will allow you to advance upon, surprise, and defeat any tiger of your choosing. Probably. Now, the regular order of battle when applying Rule 4 is to form a standard issue Mark 1 line formation with your vehicles, then proceed to volley fire at your target.
Present arms! Fire! Reload!
Remember, the logic behind volley firing is sound. Not only do you create a vast defensive smokescreen for your tanks, but eventually a shot will go somewhere that Jerry doesn't like. A glorious victory, though at the cost of 2 tanks. But by remarkable coincidence, 3-1 is exactly what you need to deal with a tiger, according to Rule 5. No exceptions.
Attention all tanks. Tiger in the open, 400 yards. Bertie, Roger, follow me. The rest of you, hold your positions.
Are you sure, sir? I mean, I've got the 17-pounder.
No, none of that. We're British, so let's be sporting and do this by the book. Now, it says here we only need 3 tanks to deal with a tiger, so any more wouldn't be fair play, understand? So you chaps just sit back and take it easy. We'll handle this. Forwards, driver.
Now, when charging the enemy, Rule 6 suggests that you should always play music very loudly.
Fire.
Struth. We're bloody f***ed.
Now, sometimes, under the fog of war and amongst the unpredictability that is modern warfare, such numerical superiority might not always land you a totally one-sided, decisive victory.
Will I make that at least 15 Nazi tanks destroyed?
Oh, a lucky escape for this German tank. Or so he thinks, as come night, he'll be ducking for cover courtesy of RAF's Bomber Command. Why, it's as Rule 8 put so concisely. If Rule 7 doesn't work, do it at night time for unparalleled accuracy, efficiency, and all to devastating effect.
Hello, Skipper. The map says our target is somewhere in this region. Over.
What? France?
Yep. Bomb's gone.
Take that, German tanks! Meanwhile, on the Eastern Front, the Soviets are perfecting their own panzer-killing tactics. Tactics which we've sectioned under Rule 9, subsection D. D for desperate. As in, if things ever get bloody desperate enough, you can always try Rule 9. Now, Rule 9 is quite literally a straightforward rule. Quite simply, take all of your tanks and just drive them straight forward towards the enemy. You know, sometimes you've just gotta say, hang the human and the material loss, I wanna make a bit of ground. And besides, how fast can the German economy actually pump out ammunition? Surely not as fast as we can train new tank crews. And so there you have it. The basic rules of addition. Or was that attrition? Either way, drive at the enemy until their barrels overheat, or they run out of ammunition, or until their crews die of exhaustion or age. Still, do this, and at some point in the future, you'll eventually, possibly, maybe get through their lines. Probably. And if not, well then, you can always follow Rule 10 and develop something like the A39 Tortoise. Ah yes, and here it comes now, Britain's new breakthrough vehicle, which we assure you is groundbreaking. Literally, wherever it goes, the ground breaks under its weight. Then it usually gets a bit stuck. But what else are recovery vehicles really for, if only they could actually recover it? Yes, and here it comes now, the Tortoise, at breakneck speed. I hope you've all got your cameras ready, because it's only gonna pass once, and once it's passed, it's gone. This tank doesn't know the meaning of the word slow down. Yes, and here it comes now, the Tortoise. What's that? You what? What do you mean the bloody war's ended? Oh, bollocks. Anyway, I sincerely hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please especially like via carrier pigeon. My deepest apologies if you were able to detect a slight reverby echo in the commentary, but the new studio at the new house, which I've titled the Squire bunker, is undergoing decoration. Thus, there's not been an overwhelming flood of content out there in the last month. Which I was rather hoping nobody would have noticed, but quite a lot of you did. So yes, sorry about that, and thank you very much for waiting and indeed watching. You really are all top class, and I mean that very, very sincerely. And since we haven't done it in a long time, to anyone out there who made it this far into the video, type the following into the comment section below. I serve the Squidonian Empire. Also, bonus points will be awarded for any sarcastic comments / jokes about my upload schedule. Anyway, special thanks go to my Patreon pledges as always, in particular this week, Horsey Horse. So thank you very much, and cheerio!